Nation representing, cause this is where we talk that. Talk that's so incredible, make them rewind that talk back. Pause. Talking Panthers football.
Yo, what's cracking, Panther Nation? It's your boy Rashad, one half of the Panther Nation podcast, and it is mock draft Monday time. Yes, we are locked in at pick number 8. I know some of y'all wanted a higher pick, but I still think we have a valuable draft position. We drafted guys like J.C. Horn, Christian McCaffrey, Jordan Gross, Tim Biakabatuka. All these guys have been drafted at number 8. So talent can be found anywhere. I keep telling y'all that. Win, lose, or draw, no matter where you pick in the draft, you can find talent. And at pick number 8, I am confident that we will get a playmaker to join the ranks of the Carolina Panthers. Now, with that said, before we get into it, hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell in the comments. 25K is the goal. Hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 25K. Share this with a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend. P&P is where it's at. Hit that subscribe button, and let's get it cracking. All right, let's go ahead and get into this window as I already have it set up here. Here we are picking at number 8 overall. And again, like I said earlier, we have not missed at pick number 8. You know, the guys that we've taken, Jordan Gross, J.C. Horn, Christian McCaffrey, Tim Biakabatuka. Now we're looking to go 5 for 5 at pick number 8. Let's see how this thing falls to us. I really like where we are, man, especially getting that dub. I'm here for it, man. I'm here for sure. All right. Now, with that said, let's see how this thing goes, man. I think Abdul Carter is likely going to be the guy for me. And I know I picked him in several mock drafts, but I do think it's the biggest need, edge rusher. I think you taking him allows you to put Jadeveon Clowney in rotation. Also, with the latest news that Evero is going to be back, salute to Dave Canales, who had a press conference not too long ago. He is definitely put his stamp on the fact that Evero is coming back and will be, emphatically said it a couple of times, that Evero will be back. So with Evero back, I think they may tweak the scheme a little bit. I don't know if they're going to change the front at all, but even if they do, I think they're going to come back to some sort of 3-4 base at the end of it, because that's Evero's scheme. And again, even with Canales, he mentioned that I played against this scheme before. I know what it's capable of. I know what it's supposed to look like under ideal circumstances. And that's what I keep telling y'all, is that he has had good defenses in the past. Canales has played against him. He's coached against him. So he knows what it's supposed to look like. And I think he is leaning on that. So with that said, I think I'm going to go with Abdul Carter here. I would not be mad one bit if we took Mason Graham. I can make that argument, and I won't debate you at all. We can go back and forth and battle. But I think Abdul Carter is the bigger need when it comes to equal talent, right? If I have Mason Graham and I have Abdul Carter ranked the same, I'm going to lean on the need, and the need is going to be edge rusher for sure, 1,000%. All right, so here we go. Here we go. So next up, we're picking with the Rams pick, and with the Rams pick is a little bit later in the draft, just the way things are going. And a lot of the guys I'm looking for are gone. I could do some reaching here, but I'm gonna be honest with you. And again, don't look at the rankings. Please don't look at the rankings. But Xavier Watts is probably going to go into the the late first round to mid second round. They have Watts undervalued in this draft on this board, and I'm going to take Watts with my second round pick. Safety, I think he is that good. I like him a lot. I think he's going to provide exactly what the safety room needs and bolster this defense. So you take Abdul Carter and Watts. I know they're going to give it a C. I really don't care, bro. It's not a reach. I think it's a very good pick. And again, sometimes you got to not look at the ranking. Sometimes you just got to go with what it is and go with your gut. And I think Watts is going to be a much, much, much higher pick than 70 something where they had him. Now, with that said, I can make a couple arguments here. I like some of these players here. I can go Jordan Birch, interior defensive lineman, which is something that's needed for sure. And some more depth there. Denzel Burke. I can make an argument for cornerback. I can make a lot of arguments here. I could also say Mason Taylor from LSU, the tight end, is a very good pick there. But I'm gonna go interior defensive lineman with Jordan Birch. Big body. I like this pick. That's a good pick to help bolster that interior defensive line to help. Man, we need some depth there. Some of the guys that we had, LeBron Ray, some of those guys. We got to get more talent there. So I'm gonna go Jordan Birch to make that happen. I'm hoping my next pick is there. Yes, my next pick is there, and I already see him. I'm not even gonna wait because I know I can get two players here. I got basically back to back picks. I'm gonna go Danny Stutzman here. I'm not sure. Again, I don't know what we're gonna do with Shaq, but I'm gonna go Danny Stutzman, linebacker. Again, I don't know what's gonna happen, but we need linebacker depth badly. I love Trevin, love Josie Jewell, but we need some depth, and that's where we need to do an analysis. How bad the depth was for this team should be studied. So I don't care that we already got a guy there. I don't care that we have two starters. Bro, we need depth badly, very badly. Okay. So I'm going Stutzman. It's gonna help with that linebacker crew. With that said, let's keep this thing going, man. I gotta go Tez Johnson here. Tez Johnson right there at 87. He's ranked as an 87, but we need wide receiver help. I don't know that he's going to be wide receiver one per se. And even if he's not, you got to continue to add some wide receiver depth. Uh, the way this draft is going, I would think that we would brought in a veteran wide receiver, maybe a Higgins, maybe somebody. But if not, let's go with that theory. Let's not take a wide receiver. Let's not take a wide receiver. Pretend like we brought in some wide receiver depth. Where else would we go if we brought in some wide receiver help? Man, there's two good wide receiver Royals and Tez Johnson. I would take both of those guys, and they could potentially be very solid players. But I'm gonna pretend, and Lacey's there too. I'm gonna pretend like we already have. No, I'm not. I don't know what to do, y'all. I don't know what to do. I like Ted. All right, I take it all back. I take it all back. I'm gonna go Tez there. I'm going Tez. I'm going Tez. Give me Tez Johnson. Even if we did go get a wide receiver, you got to continue to add some depth there. I'm going Tez Johnson. And I couldn't help myself. Couldn't help myself. I'm sorry, y'all. With this, I got to go corner. I don't know much about Mello Dawson. Let me see. Let me see who else is on the board just to be safe. I like Igbenison. I like him a lot. I like he's got good length. Pause. Um, I don't know too much about Mello. Y'all can school me on Mello, but I do know about Igbenison, and I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that. A little bit of a reach, but I'm taking that. That cornerback is needed. The depth is needed. Let's say hypothetically we still bring back Michael Jackson. You got to have some corner depth there. So I like that pick. Now let's see where else. Could we bring in another edge from Penn State? Another cornerback? Another linebacker? Let's see. Let's see what these interior offensive linemen looking like. We need some depth on the offensive line. I know Jonah is the guy we took on the stream the other day. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna go Jake Majors here. Jake Majors, who is a center from Texas. I think that's the way I'm gonna go. Jake Majors. Man, this draft is fire, bro. This might be one of my favorite drafts so far that I've done. Um, Here we go. Let's see where are now. Filtered on IOL. Let me take that off. See what's available. I'm probably gonna see if I can find another tight end. Um, might double dip at edge to be honest with you. I could take Kobe. No, we got two corners. Third wouldn't be bad to be honest with you. Shout out to Bashar Tootin. He is an Aggie that transferred to Virginia Tech. I may have to take him for the culture. He's nice. And yes, I said Tootin. That's his name. No jokes in the comments. All right, let's see. Here we go. I'm gonna go. All right, let's do it. BPA. I'm gonna double dip at edge. I think we need another edge. Let's bring in Danny Dennis Sutton. I'm gonna be honest with you, not too familiar with his game like that, but just because he had been sitting there for a little bit. BPA, I'm rolling with it. And I'm not mad. You could have inserted any name there. I'm not mad at double dipping at edge at all. Last pick, kicker, a running back. My last mock draft, y'all said I should take a running back late. So let me see who the running backs are that are available. Okay, y'all school me on which running back y'all would take late. Did I miss the boat on the running backs? We talking about 500. This is undrafted territory for some of these guys. So I'm gonna chill on the running backs. Could I go kicker? Y'all said I know a lot of y'all want another kicker. I'm not gonna do that either. For me, when you get this late in the draft, I'm thinking probably offensive line depth. That's where my head goes. Pause. When I'm thinking, or defensive lineman, I'm gonna go JJ Pegs. I like JJ Pegs, defensive lineman from Ole Miss. I like that. One only position I hate that I didn't grab was a tight end, but I'm not mad at this at all, bro. This still may end up one of my favorite drafts. Abdul Carter, edge rusher. Again, lots of upside with him. He's gonna have to, hone his skill set. He's a little bit raw from an edge rusher standpoint, but I think he can be great when it's all said and done. Xavier Watts, same thing, can be an elite safety. All the tools. He's a ball hawk. Again, extremely. I know we got a C on that, but he's extremely undervalued in this. I've seen him go in other mock drafts. I've seen him go as high as the first round, and so taking him in the late second is not out the realm of possibility at all. So I love that pick. Jordan Birch, a large interior defensive lineman from Oregon. I like that pick. Danny Sussman, I like him a lot. Linebacker from Oklahoma. We need linebacker depth. We need it bad. Tez Johnson, wide receiver from Oregon, adding to that wide receiver depth. Y'all know how I feel about it. You had Adam Thielen talking about he considering retirement, which he processes that every year. So this is not anything new. I don't want to raise any alarm bells, but that retirement is eventually coming, and we need to start planning for it now. We don't want to wait till he retires and then go grab a wide receiver. Keep that wide receiver depth coming, okay? And then Davison Igbenison, I like that pick a lot too. Rangy cornerback, tall. I like it. I like that pick a lot. Jake Majors, center from Texas. We need to identify a future center. I like K Mays. K Mays is playing great. K Mays could be our future center. But if not, at least you have a little bit of depth there. Probably can slide to guard if need be. Double dip at Dennis Sutton, excuse me. Double dip in the edge there. You know why. If you know, you know. And then JJ Pace. We double dipped at defensive lineman as well, trying to stack some depth. Again, it's not just about the first guys. It's not just about your starters. We got in trouble largely because we don't have any depth. So us taking 2 to 3 players per position is probably needed. Okay, we need as many picks as we can to help fix this depth issue, and it need to be on rookie deals. We cannot answer all of our questions, our roster questions in free agency. Some of these are going to be addressed in free agency. Some of them are not. And some of them may be addressed in free agency, and we may address it again in the draft just because our depth was that bad. So, again, that's where we are with this. I like this draft a lot. I'm a huge fan of this draft. That being said, man, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell, get in the comments. 25K is on the way, man. Let's make sure we get that. We can get there as soon as possible. Before the draft, I think we can get to 25K. I think that's attainable. All right. That being said, I'm out.
We the hottest podcast when we popping. Let's go.